Hey guys, before anything else, don't forget, okay? Give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. And also don't forget to drop me, a nice comment. If you don't have a nice comment, drop me an emoji. But anyways, what's up guys? Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Yeah, everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. La la. It's funny what the things you see on the internet when you wake up. But anyways, we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we'll look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we'll check out prices in details. And once we're done with that, we will see how our positions are doing. Okay, are we still scalping the market? Are we opening longs yet? We'll look at that. And last but not the least, are we buying Lambos yet? But listen, confusion right now is coming because when you look at things, they have deviated from the normal pattern that we all know. They have deviated, and many people are not ready for it. It's like you're used to a routine. Okay, when you're used to, I don't know how many of you had this happen. If you're working, you're probably going to know what I'm talking about. If you've been at a job for over 5 years or even 10 years, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's like your brain already tells you what to do without you even thinking about it. It's like you get up to go to work. Since it's been the same location every day, you're taking the same route every day for over 10 years. You don't even need to think about it anymore. Your brain already know, okay, go left, go right. I don't even know. Sometimes you are driving, maybe you're thinking about something else, and all of a sudden you turn to the right turn. You understand? Your brain already knows what to do before you even compute that action into your what you call your neuron systems. That is what this bull run scenario and bear markets and everything has played with everybody. But like I told you, for you to go from zero to a millionaire status, you have to do what 99.9% of everybody is doing. Now, first, before it was very easy to detect the top and bottoms of Bitcoin using the M2 money supply, using the Bitcoin top charts and all this stuff. But what happened? The government got involved. Big money got involved. Everybody and their grandmama now knows, what, I can make money with Bitcoin and stuff like that, right? With the Crashilandia, with the dying one, you can make money with them, okay? And what did they do? They came out. It is a very slick way of looking at it. I don't know you. I don't know about you, but I think these guys are in for it. I mean, they are in to fuck everybody over. Okay, so they came out with a slick way of grabbing as much money possible from everybody by introducing the paper version of the asset, right? Now we have Bitcoin's ETFs, we have Bitcoin's betting on Kalshi, we have Bitcoin this and that, and blah, blah, blah. So price right now is no longer controlled by the simple way it was, okay? And when I mean simple way, I mean before it usually be, you look at M2 money supply, okay, so money is going to drop. I mean, money is going to pump worldwide, or maybe minus India or whatever. Money is going to go to this top. And then when you see the M2 start to correct, it's be like, okay, by that date, Bitcoin, if we're in the bull run, by that date, Bitcoin is also going to drop, okay? And if you're in a bear market, okay, the M2 is going down all the way down to the floor. When it start to reverse to go upward, that date, Bitcoin is going to pump. And that had a correlation, let's say, almost 70% chance. It wasn't perfect, but it gave you an idea to what to expect on those dates. So, but right now, Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto assets, those that have ETFs and stuff like that, they have started being treated like a normal stock. Okay, I give you an example again. When stock market started, and you remember you used to have to go to the market to go and buy, you need to have to, sorry, not the market, like grab an ad, a newspaper, people were looking at ads and be like, okay, I'm looking at the stock is doing this here. There were no live charts, right? There were no ETFs, there were none of that. All you were doing is like looking in the newspaper, oh, this company came out. Let me go and put my money in that company. You get shares and stuff like that, right? People made money with that. You could control, you could know what company is going to go up and what company is going to go down. Now, look at the stock market again after ETFs got started. After ETF started, and now you are not longer buying just the company shares, you are now buying the paper version of those company shares, a portion of it through ETFs, right? And these rich people and big money, they all figure out how to manipulate these stocks through those ETFs. What happened to the stock market? See? When you figure that one out, come back here and tell me what happened. It's the same thing you're looking at right now when it comes to crypto with these ETFs and everything. And so therefore, once you put it in your mind, once you start thinking about it, and once you realize that, guys, the price for, I'm going to use Bitcoin because Bitcoin controls everything right now until Kaspa does this thing. Yeah, I know we are going to have us a takeover very soon. But anyways, the price of Bitcoin, before all this nonsense mambo jumbo started happening, it was me and you and the miners, in which it was very simple to predict. Because again, like I said, you look at M2, you look at the miners. When the Bitcoin halving happened, guess what? Miners were going to be bullish on it because Bitcoin becomes very much more harder to get than it was before because the rewards were cut down, right? And that harder to get, guess what? Reflected in price a couple of months after the Bitcoin halving. And you could calculate, okay? You could calculate like, okay, now miners for sure, they're probably going to be underwater, trying to keep up. They are going to be able to sell, and you could know, like, okay, they are going to sell maybe at this time of the year and blah blah blah. And when they sell, that will be the top of the Bitcoin chart. And once Bitcoin stops out, you already know what happens to everybody and their grandmama. They start jumping off the cliffs and bridges and everything else, right? So now you know, and then we know by the time it gets down there, it's time for you to buy again, short or long, whatever you were doing. But that's right now is being taken away, just like I'm talking about. Now it's so easy as ABC for you to obtain Bitcoin. It's no longer hard as it was. It's no longer hard. It's become so easy. You bet on it, you get the ETFs, you get it as toilet paper, whatever you want to do, you get it. It's that easy. Okay? So to the point that if you look at Bitcoin's hash rate right now is dropping because many miners, since they made it that easy to obtain, mining Bitcoin is no longer as profitable as it was before. Okay, see, because as you can see, first of all, the peer-to-peer cash, which they were telling people, is not something to talk about. They came out with BRC20s trying to build an ecosystem on it. Nope, that didn't work neither. Now they're talking about the store of value thing, which again, I will sit here and I will tell you that's full of crap. That is not true. Now, what is left? You're still having, again, I tell you, in every bear market, everybody and their grandmama is talking about, yeah, it is going to the bottom in November this year. It's going to do this year, blah, blah, blah. And you look at it again, guys, the cycle has changed. And I don't mean changing just a little bit left or a little bit to the right. Now the cycle has drastically changed. Drastically changed because now Trumpicius Magicius knows that okay, I can make money with Bitcoin. He comes out with the Trump coin, you know, everybody, yeah, he's the crypto president, he's gonna do this and that. Once everybody over there, we are rich, he rock pulls your ass and look at what that meme coin is doing till today. As if that wasn't enough, hey, honey, I think I made me a lot of money with this thing. Can you launch yours too? Boom, Melania launches. Hey, the president's wife and this and that, yeah, yeah. Boom, pulls the rug. We go from yay to yay. And if that wasn't enough, everybody, that grandmama looking at it like, yeah, we did it. Let's get World Liberty Fi. You know, this is going to be the future for DeFi, TriFi, and everybody else. This and that. They got in, and I do remember one of my videos when it came out, telling you stay the heck away from that thing. It's going to be a rock pool. Okay, and what happened? From yay to yay. Jumping bridges again, right? So again, here we are. Everybody's looking at fear and greed index. Like I said, it's not longer what it used to be. Put yourself into perspective. Understand something, okay? Understand it. Once it changes, the first cycle after the changing usually be people not believing what their eyes are seeing, right? People not believing, like, oh my God, what's happening here? But since they're still stuck in the old mode, nobody wants to switch to something new. They don't want to be looking at, people don't want to be looking at cycle from another angle. And that's why I tell you, when it comes to looking at the bottom, you start looking at it like, okay, if I look at the fear and greed index right now, it's in extreme fear. Like I said last time, you look at it, and I came to realize myself, that usually work to predict the bottoms. But now, when you look at M2 money supply, you look at the macroeconomy happening, which, by the way, I've been telling you guys, watch for that Japanese carry trade. We are not, it hasn't hit the fan yet. A couple of hours ago, we found out the Japanese economy is crashing hard, very, very hard. And what they're gonna do is like, okay, the US is looking at them like, okay, what are you guys gonna do? I think Japan is gonna liquidate the 1 trillion asset that they have. The 1 trillion US treasuries that they have, they are going to liquidate that just to try to save their own, because they right now, if they don't do anything, their currency is going to tank, and they have a hype inflation, and nobody wants to see that. And when that happens, yep, I don't know what to tell you. That's why I keep saying, like, I think Bitcoin is going lower, $45,000 probably, or even $40,000. But hey, time will tell. All I'm doing right now is scalping the market. Now, if they do sell that, trust me, everybody and their grandmama is telling, yeah, they're going to print money, but they're not going to print. The US already has that money ready. It's already there, ready to buy those. If Japan sells those assets, they're going to buy them right away. Yeah, the fear, which everybody thinks like, oh, well, they're going to print money, that is going to cause a chain effect, which will drop the price of everything. The Bitcoin, Dixie, whatever you want to call it. Right now, Dixie, I think, if you look at Dixie, if we drop below 95 basis points, then yeah, that is crazy. Okay, that is crazy. But I don't think we're going to drop the Dixie, because once they sell those assets and US buys them back, and people see like, oh crap, they didn't print money, but they bought it already, then you're going to have them, oh, okay, that was a fake out or whatever. But yeah, what I'm trying to tell you in this video is that do not look at the old metrics. They don't work. They don't. Look at what the macroeconomy is doing. Okay, that's what you have right now. Everybody and their grandmama scrambling to try to find out what's going on. Oh, well, Bitcoin has never gone 5 months in 5 months in rate straight, like being bearish 5 months straight. Hello, Bitcoin has never been with the same situation we're being right now. How many major wars has a Bitcoin cycle seen before? None, right? The major thing we saw was COVID. But in this cycle, we are seeing that in this cycle, we've seen the Ukraine throwing stones at Russia. We've seen right now the potential of our good friend Trumpicius Magicius lifting up his head and going out like Kazam, ping pong, big rockies, Iran. You're about to see that it's also happening. And you also have the situation in which not everybody looking at it, but those of us who really want to make money are looking at all these Bitcoin maxis and telling them you are all full of shit. That's what we are doing, because that unfortunately is the truth. I've brought it out here so many times. Michael Saylor is not buying Bitcoin. He's buying the paper version of Bitcoin. And he probably figured out that, okay, if I buy the actual Bitcoin, I'm not going to make the money because everybody and their grandmama is buying the paper version. So the buying pressure on Bitcoin is very low. Very low. Yesterday we looked at volume, which you're about to look at it today. It does not make any sense at all, right? So when you look at that and you start thinking about, okay, now that people have started to discover the hidden message in Bitcoin, what's next? What's next? Which again, I come back and I always told you guys here every time, people are going to lift that curtain, smoke curtain up, and they're going to figure out that Bitcoin is not what it is. But the hype is still there, which again is going to make people like me who bought Bitcoin less than $10,000 going to make us money. Because again, even if it drops all the way back down to 40,000, next cycle, I'm telling you, people are not just going to pull out of Bitcoin like that. No, it's going to take them time to realize. But next cycle, we might see Bitcoin hit that target that we were waiting for, this 150,000 or even $200,000. And after that, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what will happen to Bitcoin after that. The reason is because Kaspa is getting stronger. In 3 days, we do have Eager Lab going live. Eager Labs are not a layer 2, go live just like Casplex. So it's going to go. But you see people like think, oh yeah, price is going to run. No, don't make that mistake. It will go live. Things are going to start to happen as they have always happened with Kaspa. Development never stops. Development keeps on going. But it's not going to run. It's simple. One, we have these major tensions going on with Trump issues and the guys in Iran. That is number one. Number two, stablecoins will not be live. We are almost there. Say 2 weeks, probably a week and a half from now, stablecoins are going to be live on Casplex. And again, you look at those bullish things coming out, does not mean that Kaspa is going to run. Because again, unfortunately, macroeconomy is still very bearish. Very bearish, guys. Watch the Japanese economy. Watch it. Last year I told you the same, right? And I'm telling you the same today. Watch the Japanese. Man, that carry trade is so like pushing everything on edge, because once it is confirmed, it is going to spiral out of control. Spirals out of control. The US already have backup plans. Like I told you, they're going to buy it and they're going to try to stop it from happening to the US economy. But people's mentality is different. Once they see that, oh yeah, they're going to print, everybody start to do, it's a chain reaction that usually happens. And when it does, you're going to see the opposite happen. Bitcoin is going to bottom out, and then the pricing, price is going to start running, and people are going to still be waiting for the end of the year. That is not how it works, guys. It's not how it works. Like I said, I think you have to start looking at next month, March, April. Start looking at those months. See, this is how I usually start telling guys, and nobody's paying attention to it. Once a couple of months come by and you tell people, hey, this is what I said, nobody will listen. Start watching from March, April. Because like the macroeconomy is not going to wait. Trumpicius is not going to wait. Oh yeah, let's just wait until we get to this date. No, they're not going to wait. The entire world right now, as we know it, is changing. It's changing. Economy is being like threatened left and right. Okay, so instead of fixing economy, we worry about the US worried about the most important things, which is going to be currency. which is, that's why I told you they're going to fix it before they even fix economy, because it comes with a lot of advantages. Okay, if you're the world reserve currency, you can spend more money. Okay, money you don't have. You can control a lot of things in the world. You can, but if the economy sucks, who cares? Okay, what matters is that people believe that the US dollar is king. That's what matters to them. And now, I know a lot of you are going to bring the argument like, okay, what if the economy is fucked up, then your currency doesn't, it's not worth it. Yeah, but I also told you, they can't fix economy first. They're going to fix the currency. Once the currency has been fixed, fixing the economy will be a thing of just snapping your fingers. It will be done. But yeah, we are fighting all this, the US dollar is fighting all these fronts which they are trying to, by all means, control. Like I said, the Japanese carry trade, which again, a lot of people think, oh, it's going to happen in one day. No, it's a rollover effect, and we have started to see it happen. Okay, we have started to see it. Once they got the new PM, yep, it started. Now we're having that the economy is crashing even harder. And for them, they think like, okay, they have to do something about their currency. And now for them to save their currency, they have to sell the US treasuries. Okay, because they are in a hole, more than $1 trillion in a hole. So they have to fill it up somehow. And they cannot print their own money to devaluate it even further. So, yeah, US bonds got to go. That's what is going to happen, and then you will see the effect. So you have that, and you also have China. She's in issues sitting over there trying to tell everybody like, hey, y'all look at the dollar, it's full of shit. That's another one that the US is facing, and they cannot afford. Like, that's why I told you they're not going to print. They cannot afford to give the world exactly what China wants them to give them, because if they print more money, that devaluates the dollar even more, and it makes China's prediction much more believable. Okay, so those things are going on right now, and you can see everybody and their grandmama looking at gold. Hey, gold, guys, you do not want to get into gold right now. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You do not want to get into gold. It's go look at those RSIs and those MACDs. They are still very high. And it's about to be a Hail Mary drop on everybody. That's up to you. But anyways, you can sit there and you will think about this in a couple of months from now. You will remember this, because I told you we are going from a Bitcoin control cycle to a Kaspa control cycle. That's where we are going. Because once this VPROC go live and Kaspa start to function the way Bitcoin should have functioned, everybody and their grandmama is going to jump in. And this is another way of me telling you that is why I believe that Kaspa is going to be the only one running this year. Okay, it's going to, when I mean running, I don't mean is other asset cannot have a price action, go up a little bit or go sideways. No, I mean running, like really, really pumping. It's going to be Kaspa. Now, you want to sit there and pay attention to what's happening, or you do not want to look at it. That's up to you. But according to things, the way I'm looking at it, because like all we need to see in Kaspa is take off to even 5 cents. You will see people start to FOMO in, and usually, like I said earlier, usually be a chain reaction. Oh, I don't want to miss out. I want to get that green candle. I want to do this, and before you know it, up we went. If you add that to the fact that Kaspa's development is like on steroid right now, you you get the final ingredient. I mean, you get the final product, which is those green candles. It is going to happen. But again, I want to tell you, don't try to use the old ways you had in predicting the bear market or the bull market anymore. Because right now, the government, or should I say the macroeconomy, is in control of the Bitcoin cycle. And don't forget, Michael Saylor's company is still hanging by the trade too. Don't forget that. That is another one, because if tomorrow, everything is possible. If tomorrow Michael Saylor comes out and declare, okay, we had losses, we have a problem. If they come out and declare, hey, we're going bankrupt, because that's what I can see. But when I look at his company, I can see bankruptcy coming. We had another problem. So yeah, you have to pay attention to all those. Pay attention to news. Pay attention to all that stuff. And Another main reason again why I am so bullish, and I can tell you that Kaspa is going to be the only one running. Everybody's on AI, right? Everybody and their grandma is telling you AI this, AI there. So far, like I said, AI is going to play a big a big part in our lives, but at this moment, it's still not threatening yet. Normal thing we are using right now, people are having like AI agents, right? And we know AIs are not going to use paper money to go and transact for you. I think AI is going to be using cryptocurrency, and for them to work, they need a fast, instant confirmation, because you can tell your AI agent, okay, buy me a flight ticket to what, London, England, and they do it right away for you. They are not going to do, okay, credit card, let's see, or Solana here, or Ethereum this and that. No, no, they need instant payment. And the infrastructure that Kaspa is building is better suited for AI models. And years down the line, when we have us our humanoids and stuff like that, I think all that is going to run better and smoother using Kaspa, because we already know you don't even have to look at the dying one. The history is there. The bottlenecks that happen, the fees going higher to the skyrocketing and whatever. You have the Crashilandia, which again, when all this volume comes in, Crashilandia just stops, freezes, like a kid on stage who gets ashamed of themselves when they see a larger crowd. You see that it's not even SUI. I'm telling you, you have to start accumulating as much Kaspa, because again, you don't have that much. Trust me, you do. You do not have that much time. March, April is going to prove you're going to see it. Okay. Anyways, you want to sit there and look at the cycles like you've been looking at them. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame anybody else when the market switches on you. Like, okay, this is red. Nope, it's black. You don't blame anybody, because it's clear as the daylight. You can see it. It's right there in front of you, and most people still will not pay attention, because hey, they're used to one routine and they're going to stick to that routine until thy kingdom come. And by the time they realize, like, okay, it's no longer playing the way we used to, it's going to be too late. I hope you're not one of those people. Okay. Anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing. Although I told you it's not going to pump, right? But oh well. Let's see. Let's see right quick. Crypto bubbles we have here. There you go. Yeah. Oh la la. I know everybody's telling me, oh, look at Pippin, and I keep telling you, nah, I'm not gonna look at it, because something's not just right with that coin right there. But oh well, there's a bunch of them over there that you can look at, and they will tell you the same thing. I do not want to look at Pippin. It's I don't know. Look at the chart. This right here, my friends, it doesn't make any sense at all. That is just me, okay? Maybe maybe it's just me being a little bit I don't know how to say it, but yeah, something's not right with that coin. But anyways, let's go right quick. Look at King Kaspa. We have KAS. What do we have? For the past hour, 0.7% up, 0.7% down on the day, 8.2% down on the week, 27.8% down on the month, 69.1% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $802.22 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $18.97 million. Now we look at coin QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. 0.3% up in the last hour, 1.4% down on the day, 9.9% down on the week, 19.9% down on the month, and 32.9% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $916.33 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $12.05 million. Now we look at the next one, which is going to be Cubic, okay? High risk, high rewards, okay? We do have 1.7% down the last hour, laying flat on the day, 7.7% down on the week, 23.2% down on the month, and 69.4% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $63.11 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $1.67 million. Okay, now we look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin, and we see here 0.3% down in the last hour, 1.6% up on the day, 4.6% down on the week, 22.1% down on the month, and 72.5% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $281.15 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $26.36 million. Now we go look at the Jonathan's pet turtle, which he called Bitcoin, and I call it the orange guy. Let's see here. Laying flat on the last hour, 3.8% down on the day, 5.8% down on the week, 27.3% down on the month, and 32.2% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.30 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $56.68 billion. Okay, so that is exactly what you're looking at. Market is not running. I know everybody's telling you fear and greed index. Yeah, fear and greed index is not going to work in this bear market. Trust me, it's not going to work. It is just the indicator that was used before, but nah, look around you, see what's going on around you. I told you, pay attention to macroeconomy, because Bitcoin is no longer that cypherpunk thing that everybody ran to. It is now a normal stock. That's how I treat it, and that's how I see it. Okay, it's up to you, right? If you think, I don't know, but I'll let you guys know. I'm paying attention to the markets. I will see. I will start trying to look for an entry point very soon for that my legendary long positions I usually have. And hey, those of you who keep asking me over and over, yeah, for this bull run, I'm telling you, Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine, okay, and Bitcoin are going to be my long position this bull run. Okay, I may add one thing or another more, but so far those four is what I choose to long for this upcoming bull run. Okay, for now we're still looking for entry points. Market still hasn't shown signs of slowing down. I think Bitcoin is going to drop a little bit lower, probably 45 or something. A lot of people are saying 60 and then 50. No, I think it's going to drop there. I could be wrong, but yeah, looking at macroeconomy, yeah, I think Bitcoin is going to go way lower than a lot of people expect. Okay, anyways, now let's go look at prices in details, although there is no point of doing that. I'm just stubborn. I love to look at it every time. So let's see here, our good friend Trading View. When you check Dixie, 97 points, Bitcoin going up 64. Bitcoin has broken that support, so yeah, expected to hit $60,000 per Bitcoin sooner than you think. But oh well, it's up to you, right? Well, now let's go look at prices here. We're going to start with King Kaspa. Kaspa is still playing the same playbook, like I told you guys, okay? We are still playing that same playbook on the hourly. It's not, look at it. Ribbon is diving, like nose diving going down. Moving average, nose diving going down. When we look at it, like I said, these indicators that I have are for scalping. They are not for long-term trade. It's not time for it yet. I'm just scalping, and I have a buy signal, okay, which again right now you could close and then open a little long position to try to catch it to the upside. But I had a short position which I kept open, and I still have it open because, again, looking at everything else, it seems like the market is going to drop some more. Therefore, yeah, here out of the three, two are showing me bearish signs, which is the ribbon going down, and it also have the moving average, okay, still going down. So with the ribbon and the moving average going down, having a buy signal here does not make any sense because it's 2 out of 3, right? So I will keep my short position open on my scalping on position. So yeah, I'll keep that open. If you look at it on the 4 hourly, you will see the same thing, right? The same thing, but the difference is that on the 4 hourly we do have a sell signal right there, a sell signal, which again, if you look, moving average is going down, ribbon is also still going down, and it's red. So this collaborate with this sell signal that we have here. So that's another reason why I am going to keep my short position open on both Phemex and Wix exchange. So yeah, let's watch and see how that develops out. Now if you go here on the daily, we almost have the same thing. Okay, you see, if I zoom it, I don't know if you can see it, but you can also see on the daily we have a sell signal right there. We do have the moving average going down, ribbon red still also going down. So here all three of them are showing you price is going to go even lower. So yeah, as you see, if you are scalping the market, that should be nice. But one thing I can tell you, okay, despite all this, Kaspa is still inside this falling wedge. I think what we're going to have is that price is going to fake out, just like here. We're going to have price fake out and then back into the falling wedge again and then start going. Okay, that's what we're going to see. And that is going to be something that will catch a lot of people off guard. So yeah, be prepared to that. For me, anything under 10 cents is just nothing but noise. Above that, start looking at 15 cents. Once we cross that, start looking at 18 cents. Then price we go to all-time high, and before you know it, we will be looking at price discovery. So yeah, sit tight. Everything is going to be fine. Okay, all I'm doing right now is looking for those legendary, like I do every bull run. Okay, every bull run I try to find my legendary long position. That's how I make my money. Okay, most of you would not believe it, but hey, it is up to you. I try to find a position which I'm going to keep open for the next 2 years. When I keep it open, you might invest in there, let's say $2,000 or $3,000, but at the top of the bull run, you might end up with $150,000 to $200,000 or even more. So right now, the market still hasn't shown the signs, but once I get the signs, or once I believe they are the signs, I will get in. That's me. Okay. Anyways, now let's go to the next one, which is going to be QNT, Bankers Coin. Okay. Okay, QNT right here. What do we see? If you're scalping coins, like I told you yesterday, if you're scalping, then this is very useful to you. Okay. Personally, I'm not using coin to scalp. Okay. You see here, we had a buy signal. What happened to price? Went up. Okay. We had a sell signal. What happened? Price went down. Now we are having a buy signal. If you caught it like 3 hours ago, you would have opened you a little long, and then because this price is going to go up a little bit, and then probably get another sell signals, and it's going to go down. Now, everybody who is expecting quant to run, you are in for a surprise. Not yet. Not yet, because again, pay attention to the macro. Quant is not going to defy, it's not going to defy gravity if Ethereum is falling. Okay, it's not going to do that. That is something that most people don't see. And on top of that, we found out that the creator for Ethereum, Vitalicious, is selling. He's been selling Ethereum. I don't know why. Nobody can confirm why he's still dumping his bag on Ethereum. Nobody knows. But yeah, with Ethereum having a negative price action, is going to affect every coin on that ecosystem. So maybe that's something you need to watch out for. Okay. Anyways, now when you look at that, see here, that tells you, yeah, we're not there yet. If you're scalping, good. If the legendary long position, no, not yet. Okay. So if you look at it on the 4-hourly, let's see, because the higher the time frame goes, the higher you start to get much more accurate indicators. Okay. On the 4-hourly, you can also see here that we have us a buy signal. Okay, see, we have a buy signal, and that is showing you that here too, like it's gonna try to go up, and once you get a sell signal, open a short, it's gonna try to go down. But this is not ready for a big position yet. So yeah, scalp the market. You look at that, you can even see the MACD and RSI right there. See, MACD and RSI showing you, yeah, there's still bearish momentum. It's still not time for a bullish sign. But anyways, if you want to scalp the market with me, that's you. If you don't want to, that's also up to you. If you look at it on the daily, you will see the same thing. The higher you go, the more accurate the signals become. On the daily, we had a sell signal here already. So price is also going down. Look at moving average going down. Look at the ribbon going down. So yeah, it's not time to long the market yet. Scalping, perfect. Longing, nope, not yet. So that's why if you ask me, I would say the same. Okay, anything under $125 is nothing but noise. Above that, we do have 151, which will lead us to 164. Once we cross that, we will be at 176. Okay, above that 230, and before you know it, you will reach all-time high, and then price discovery. So hang tight. This is the time that you have to look at it, okay, and see this as time to pack your bags on the coins that you believe in. Because as time go by, you will start to realize it. The market would bottom out, you DCA in by buying on your spot, and before you know it, the bag that you are getting ready right now By the time we pick out next bull run, it's gonna be unbelievable. Although people always round trip, you go up and you never take profit. People do that every time because they keep expecting it to go higher and higher and higher instead of looking around them. Now, I got a comment on my inbox yesterday saying why I'm not looking at Jasmine's chart. It's simple. Jasmine follows Bitcoin to the T. There's no point. It's a waste of time for me. So once Bitcoin start looking bullish, I will start looking at Jasmine coins. Jasmine's what you call it, charts. Okay, so far, don't get overly bullish. Macroeconomy looks terrible. Said it's a lot of bad news coming out, and don't forget this week we do have the Fed coming out to talk, which the numbers I don't think they're gonna look great. So you just get ready for it. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my scalping positions. But before you do that, guys, please stay away from leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing, because that's the easiest way you can lose your money. But if you want to try that, hey, don't forget it. I'm not your financial advisor. Still, if you want to try and learn how to do it, down below, I do have the links, okay? Bydfi, Phemex, Wix, and Margex. Follow those links, sign up, okay? Meet their deposit requirements, and they will give you free money. Once you get the free money, take $20 out and practice. If you can turn $20 into 40, 40 into 50, 50 into 80, and so on and so forth, then you are ready to use a little bit bigger amount of money. If you still cannot do it, my friends, you have two options. Keep on practicing or just leave it alone. Okay? Keep on doing that. Because right now is the perfect time for you to practice. When you are scalping the market, it's the perfect time. You know how to long, how to short, all that stuff. Now, also down below, I do also have the Acorn, link for Acorn. The Acorn is what I'm using to teach my kids how to trade on ETFs and also how to trade on the stock market. Follow that link, sign up. You don't need to meet no deposit. You just sign up following the link and they will give you $5. $5 is not enough, but hey, it's a way to start your investment journey. Okay, we will look at that to see how my boy is doing on that one. Okay, anyways, now let's go right quick and see how those positions are doing. Please, I'm telling you, you need to practice or else you will be the next mayor of Rex City. Trust me, that place always have space for one more. They are never full. They keep opening. And once you get there, it's difficult for you to get out. Anyways, yeah, let's go look at this right quick. Let's see. First, I'm using both Phemex and Wix. Let's start with Phemex. Right now, you can see that the overall here, let's refresh it right quick. We've been growing it up. Yesterday, I took, I think it was $300 worth of profit back to my stash account. But hey, we are still up here, $769. And then when you look at the contracts, you will see that here, $377 in profits. Well, like I told you, I wanted to see what that signal is doing. Okay, it's until like when I get the a buy signal, that I'll probably close it and open a long. But again, look at come on, not you. Look at the profile. Look at the volume profile. There is more sellers than buyers. So yeah, coping with the signs that I saw on my charts, nah, it's not time yet. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on scalping, see where we go from here. Anyways, now let's go look at Wix exchange. I'm doing the same thing with Kaspa, and this one is up $1,000 approximately, right? When you look at the contract, you'll also see that here the same thing. I am still up $541, and let's see. Like I said, let's see how things play out. If I get a buy signal, I will close it and open a long, and then keep on alternating back and forth. So yeah, there's not much to be looking at here. Everything is still playing out just like I told you. I am going to keep on scalping the market until I get until I get to the point where the market tells me if it is time for that legendary long positions. Okay, now let's go look at, last but not the least, but Acorn, my son's trading account. And we see here, let's see, it's being Monday, it's $922 in overall. Well, market is not doing great, but yeah, he's keeping it up. He's keeping it up. So let's see here. Let's see what is portfolio doing. 4.8% up, not bad. I'm still doing great. Stocks and ETFs we do have here. S&P 500 at 444. Medium companies, IJH $53. Small companies, IJR $26. And international companies, $217. Not bad. On the bonds and ETFs, we have the short-term bonds, ISTB, at $54, and we do have the U.S. aggregate bonds, AGG, at $126. Yeah, the boy is doing great. Like I told you, I'm so proud to see him doing like that. It's like not everybody, or the kids that might be using their allowances to go and play video game, buy candies and whatever. But my son, you can see, 9 years old, and he's doing it. So if he can do it, grown man like you can also do it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Again, it's going to be something that you have to pay attention to. The cycles have changed. Don't use the old metrics. They are not going to work. They might help you, guide you a little bit, but they are not going to work at I can say use the old metrics 40%. Okay, the rest of it, use the macroeconomy, because that's what's going to guide you towards the Bitcoin towards the Bitcoin price action, where to get in or where to get out. For Kaspa, that's the uncertain, very uncertain, because everything is still tied to Bitcoin's hip, and we don't know when it's going to pump. But I can tell you this, I am getting ready March, April to have my Kaspa legendary long positions open. You guys already know me. I do not wait for price confirmation. You do whatever you like. I'm not your financial advisor, right? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? Don't forget to drop me a like. It only takes you a second. Also, don't forget to drop a nice comment. If you don't have anything nice to say, drop me an emoji. That will work too, right? Just a happy emoji, a crying emoji, whatever you want to drop. Just drop that, okay? And also don't forget to share, so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. Until I see you in my next one, my friend, please take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.